Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Sarah, your writing coach. So this is the video 2 of the playlist Write Your Novel with me. If you have watched the video 1, you would get the basic fundament idea about what novel is, why should we write, how should we write. And in this video 2, we are going to start with the real writing process. So in video 1, I have just discussed the basic fundamentals, nothing much about writing stuff, and now from this video too I am going to explain you the real writing stuff. So if you haven't started writing your novel or crafting basic outline till yet, sit with me, take a sip of coffee, pen, or open your laptop and start typing or making notes out of it. Okay, so in this video too I am going to start with find your big idea. Doesn't matter what kind of book ever has been written in the history of this world, it all began with this one idea, this one big idea. Okay, so just irrespective of whatever others says, irrespective of what you have ever read, all you have to do is find this one big idea on which you are going to craft your novel. Okay, so finding your big idea is not a huge task, it can be done. I am going to help you to find how to find that one big idea. So this is the first process actually to ever write any novel. Okay, this is the first. So in last episode we lit that fire to start writing. So basically I just explained you the basic fundamentals. You can watch it if you haven't watched it yet, because by looking into that video you can get to know the inside of yourself, that am I capable enough, am I supposed to write? Because friends, writing is a huge journey and you are supposed to have lots of patience, and you have to wait a lot. You can't expect to write your book in 1 year, and in 13th month you can't expect it to get an enormous amount of readers. You have to wait, you need to keep patience over the time. So again, in last episode we had lit that fire to start writing. Now it's time to hunt down your story's heartbeat, your big idea. If you ever asked yourself what should I ever write about, this video is about you. So this is the most fundamental things one can ever do before writing a book, to find that one big idea. Okay, so what is this one big idea? What the hell is this idea? Why I am keep repeating it again and again? Basically, that one big idea is the core theme, the central idea, the basically it is the fundamental unit of your novel, around which entire structure, entire world of your novel is going to revolve. Okay, big ideas doesn't supposed to be always big. It can be the small thought, it can be the small ideology, a small, what I can say, a notion of the society, but it has to be the central concept of your novel. That's why it's called a big idea. Do not confuse yourself that if I am talking about big idea you are supposed to write metaphysics. No, big idea is just supposed to be that one central theme around which entire novel is you are going to revolve. It can be the small, it can be the basic notion like kindness, and still it's going to be big idea of your novel. It's nothing wrong with that. You are just supposed to figure out around what you are supposed to write. Okay, moving to next. So I would start addressing the things what really is a big idea. So big idea is central concept that drive your novel. So it's a central concept. It can be the like kindness, love, passion, regret, anything. It's not just a plot, it's deeper question or theme your story explores. So basically it's just not plot, that plot can be shifted from scene to scene, right? It can be shifted from one part to another part. It can be it can be, yeah, it can be changed, but the big idea is not something so small like plot. It's a deeper question, it's a theme of your novel, okay, around which entire world of your novel is going to revolve. Examples in the Hunger Games. So I don't know how much of you watched this series or read this novel, but this is the one of the most entertaining novel I have ever read. So what happened in the Hunger Games? What happens when survival become entertainment? So you know how beautifully this novel was written, and the big idea was this: when the survival became the entertainment. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. What happened when can justice exist in a deeply flawed society? So here, a very basic concept of the society was questioned in their novel, and it was explored to three. explored through themes. So this is completely fine, and you are not just supposed to write such like this, because this can be a level higher than what you are thinking. But it's completely normal if you are writing uh, on the kindness, or something like you can write on revenge. So your big idea is you are not supposed to compare with others, or get influenced by others opinion. Okay, if I talk about my big idea, I am writing a romance, and of my novel big idea is not so big, it's small, because actually I am writing a romance, a soft romance, because slow burn. So I came with the idea that what happens when two strangers completely unaware of each other's existence become a world of each other. That's something so big. If you think about it in actual way, that two people are completely strangers, but at the end of it they became a world to each other. So what must be their journey? How their connection should be built? What kind of the thought process they share? There has to be the several things which can be explored within this short idea. I know this can be written by several romantic authors, but at the same time, this is not written by me. So that's why I'm not demotivated by this concept, that which can be practiced by various authors, but still that is not written by me. That's how you are going to keep yourself motivated. So that again, these stories aren't just entertaining, they challenge us to think what's the power of big idea this story. So think about any your favorite series, novel, or movie, and just try to explore what the big idea they does consist, and try to figure out what is the big idea and how the entire plot is revolving around it. You are supposed to observe the things to get to inculcate that in your daily life. All right. How to discover. Now, I have already told you what is big idea. We have discussed the very basics, fundamentals of that. Now, the question is how to discover it. Okay, all right, Sarah, I get it. What is big idea? But how should I discover it? Your big idea might be hiding in your own experience or curiosities. Ask yourself, okay? What to ask? What thing do I care about? What question keep me up at night? And what stories do I wish existed? If you are just think about your favorite genre and novel or movies, for if example, if you are a big fan of Harry Potter, so you can conclude that you are interested in magical world, you like magics, twist. What can I say? Surprises. So this is what your storyline is all about. If you are into Marvel movies, you like something filled with action, dramatic, so much of a multi-character stories. So this is what you can infer from your own experiences. Think about the novels which you spend reading nights and nights. Just think about what genre was that, what kept you going. For example, for me, I really fascinated toward romance, and I can't get enough from them. Doesn't matter the genre, doesn't matter the which country I am watching it. I love romance from English, American, British, Turkey, or it can be like Koreans, K dramas. I just love it, irrespective of whatever the outcome, whatever the country that belongs to. But I love them. This is what kept me going. Okay, so just think about your love. What stories, what genre, what makes you so exciting, what keeps you night up all the night. Just think about it. I cannot give you few examples and ask you to choose how to discover, because the thing is, in order to discover, you have to make efforts for yourself. Okay, I'm not going to give you shortcuts, because if you have to be completely honest with you while stepping into this writing world. Because if you choose that one big idea, and if you start working on it, you are supposed to write 400 pages on it, and for to write that 400 pages, you have to be completely honest with yourself, and should not be influenced by any other's idea. Okay, next. Turn your spark into flame. So now you got your ideas. For example, I am going to write something on revenge, and then you are completely prepared to write on that. So now what you have to do, you have to once you got seed, nurture it. Now you have to turn that spark into flame, and you have to do it for yourself. Ask yourself, does this idea excite me enough to write 80,000 pages? Are you capable enough to scribble your pen on that particular topic, on that particular idea? Are you? If yes, then please go ahead, you are at the right track. And if you are feeling uncomfortable and start questioning your existence, hold on, take a time, explore more themes, then start writing. Can I imagine characters and conflict around it, whatever the idea you have thought of? So if you had this idea in your head, you should think about it. Am I suppose can I write the characters and conflict? Should I able to build that story around it? If yes, go for it. Here is example from In Fault in Our Stars, very good novel by the John Green. The author explores love and mortality through two teens with cancer. So he explored very two main theme of the society. Basically, he explored the themes which people, themes of the world like love, and the same with the parallel to love, he explored mortality and how he connected them through and presented it before the audience with the two teens falling in love, but they are a patient of cancers. This is how beautifully he explained his idea. So you can use certain transactions, certain relation to correlate two or more concept of the society to explain, to present your novel. Just take just start observing your surroundings, start observing the stories you watch, and take notes from that. This is how you are going to craft that perfect novel for which readers is going to be crazy. Fourth, navigating doubts. So this is completely natural to doubt yourself, because every author, every writer, every artist goes through this phase when we create something of our own experiences, by our something own experiences, knowledge. We start questioning that, is this going to be a good enough to be loved by world? It's completely normal. If you are thinking, what if my idea isn't good enough? It's okay. remember remember, every great novel started as a messy thought. So you are no more different from the J.K. Rowling or Jan Asting. You are no more different, because they also had this one self-doubting, questions. Am I capable enough? Should I start writing? But they did, and we can see where they are. They created the name in the history. So can you? All right. So quote, motivating quote: there is no original idea, only original voice. So this is why tons of novels are written on romance, tons of novel is written on magic or mystery, tons of written on thrill, but still few are standing out. Why? Because that doesn't matter if they are original ideas or not, but the original voices was so powerful enough that they surpasses all the other existing parallel novel of the same genre. And this is what we are supposed to do. We are not going to demotivated by the stuff that, oh, everybody is writing romance, everybody is writing thriller, why should I say? But you are not writing it, your voice is still not available in the world. So calm down and start writing, that's it. Now, last call to action. I have given you lots of theoretical knowledge, but that doesn't gonna help you until and unless you apply it and you practice in your real life. So this is my last slide in which I will tell you call to action start. I have already given you enormous amount of knowledge, sufficient amount of understanding. Now all you have to do is to start implementing those steps in your writing journey. Now it's your turn. Take 10 minutes after this video, free, write your thought, explore your fascinations, and chase the story you would love to tell. All right, so this is the call for action, the final call for action. And with this, we come with the end of the slide. Thank you. And if you like my video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, drop the idea in the comments if something sparked you today. I would love to know that, and hit the subscribe so we can build your novel together, one page at a time. So that's for today. Bye, and stick with me for the further videos on this playlist so that we can craft your novel together.